Good morning, everybody. Mike from FisherMN here. You probably can't see me because it's early and it's still dark. I'm headed off on this summer's biggest trip so far. I'm headed to Grand Rapids, Minnesota. Go figure, right? I figured since some of my best videos have come from Grand Rapids, I'm gonna go there and I'm gonna stay a couple of days, and that way I don't have to get up at these ungodly early times, and we're gonna try a bunch of lakes in the Grand Rapids area. I know it seems like I keep going back to the same lakes in Grand Rapids, and definitely this trip we're gonna go back to some of those lakes, but I'm also gonna try some lakes that maybe I've only been to once or twice and want to give them another try. I've actually fished about 15 lakes in the Grand Rapids area, and that's just scratching the surface. There are tons of lakes there. So what I thought is, why not do kind of a vlog style trip where I just take you along, take you throughout the week, and maybe do a series of videos on this Grand Rapids trip. I'm hoping the fishing is going to be great. So our first leg of the journey is a long drive to get there. I'm hoping to get to my first lake right at sunup. Let's get this trip started. Well, everybody, we have made it, our first destination. Walking down to the lake here to check it out, check out the landing. Usually during the drive I like to show you little things like maybe towns or some light in the sky or whatever. That was a pretty desolate stretch that I took to get here today, so not a whole lot of extra footage. But look what we have. We have a lake that has a lot of frogs croaking. We got an area right by the landing here that's been great in the past. And it looks like we have the lake to ourselves. So, time to get the boat ready. We're going to get on the lake and we're going to see what it'll give us today. Back on the water, summer 2023, Grand Rapids trip, our first lake, full of hope and optimism as per usual. I feel like we have a special guest in the boat. Check it out. My white, custom-made St. Croix saltwater blank rod. It's been missing for a couple of years. I had a guide issue with it, got it all fixed up, and now it's back in the rotation. My favorite frog rod, so I'm hoping that we're gonna get some giants with it. And we are gonna start fishing right here. This is where I've had luck in the past. The only thing maybe going against us a little bit is that it's cold. Last check on my car temperature, 48 degrees. Mind you, we're in mid-July. We'll see if we can wake up some fish. This is a lake I've never really tried early in the morning. So I'm hopeful that we have some giants hunting around these lily pads. Most of the time when I've been here, it's been windy. So maybe we're setting up for a successful trip here. Trip started out with my earliest alarm of the summer, 2:15 a.m. That's right. I'm a bit crazy, but here I am, just a little before sunup. There we go. Nice first fish. How about a sunrise bass? What a chunky fish. Nice fish on the board. I cleared out my scale last night, so maybe we'll weigh them today. Let's weigh them on this lake. 3.28. 3.24 actually. 3.24. Beautiful start. That bass gave us a clue that they can be in this kind of just off the lily pads range. I think a good solid weight for 5 bass on this lake would be 15 pounds. Of course, where I was hoping for 20 or more. A few years back, I had an epic day of fishing just right in this area. Bunch of fish, bunch of big fish. And it came at just the right time. I had taken a trip to Ely, Minnesota, and it was so slow. Then I came here and it was epic fishing. So that's why you come back, right? Hoping to recreate some of those really good days. Oh, darn it. It's like the fish know when you look away. All right, let's switch up to a buzzbait. Nice running the buzzbait with this casting reel rather than a spinning reel because the gear ratio is so much better. We're 7 feet and clear here. So we're going to try to throw it right on the edge of the weeds. There's the sun. There we go. Oh, we got a northern. Little chunk of a northern. There we go. I always feel better when I got my leader on, getting the northern. So action, we like action, topwater action. Middle of the week, on a summer day, out here early fishing. Got the whole lake to ourselves. Let's see what else might be hunting around this area. All right, made a little run, ready to get back at it. This is a reed point that has always looked spectacular for bass. but I can't say that I've ever gotten a monster over here. It's time to change that. Oh. That's a good start. Not sure what that was, but it felt heavy when I set the hook. Just didn't get him. We have the one nice bass in. Got a northern in. But a lot of the lethargic kind of swipes at the frog. That makes sense when you got a little cooler temperatures. We'll see if things heat up as the day heats up. Alright, our frog is in kind of rough shape. I've mentioned it in a couple of videos. I have some Mend It. Just bought a new bottle of it. I was out. And what it does is it's liquid plastic. And you put it on the damaged parts of the plastic lure, whether it's a creature bait or a worm or a frog. And it kind of seals it up and mends it. So I'm going to get some of this on here. And it only takes a few seconds to dry. What I'm going to do, so I'm going to put it up for a second. We're going to go around the end here in like 5 to 8 feet of water with the chatterbait. Been seeing a lot of nervous bait fish, so maybe we can pick something up out here. Got a really big northern out off of the point here. Point of these reeds anyhow, kind of towards fall one time. Oh, that was cool. Saw that northern come right up and grab it. All right, we got to get some in the boat though. Wasn't a monster, but it was a decent one. Well, look at this. That will be the smallest catch of the year. I keep seeing a bunch of bait fish scatter. Look at that. That looks like a little perch maybe? That is amazing. A little guy. There we go. Wow. So giving us an idea of maybe the size of what they're eating. I still think it's okay to use something a little bigger. I think those bigger fish are always looking for a bigger meal. Mid-morning report. Fishing's a bit slow. Few northerns, one nice bass. We've fished about half the lake. Gonna keep exploring. I know this lake pretty well. And I haven't fished it when it's nice and calm and in the morning. So I'm going to try some spots that have always seemed like they should produce. We're going to keep the frog tied on, but we got the chatterbait, we got the jig ready to go. Once we work our way back towards the landing, I think we can catch some more bass there. So, but until then, we're going to head to a new spot and we're going to see what we can get. Alright, back at it. Sounds like a setup where there's weeds, but then there's some deep water pretty close. And this has just that. I think what I'll do is I'll run the chatterbait right on the edge of the weeds where it drops. Maybe some jig too. There's a northern. Little bumps. One of these times it's going to be a big one. Oh, there's a bigger one. guy's got a big old fat belly. This guy's been gorging. He's got a big old fat belly. Oh, it said though, it's kind of nice in Minnesota. When the fishing is slow, you can always catch northerns. It's rare that you can't figure out a way to get those northerns to bite. Which is funny because in the winter, they'll just sit and stare at your lure. But in the summertime, they're almost always grabbing whatever goes by. It's swimming. Back at it. We're gonna go all the way down around this corner and then get back to where we started, which is my best area right by the landing for bass on this lake. I wanted to check the whole lake out because, like I mentioned before, this is not a common lake that I come at prime time right early in the morning. It's usually a mid-afternoon kind of lake. Oh, there we go. All right, biggest one of the day. All right, looks like he's blind in the eye next to me here. Good fish. Oh, that's something big. Looked like a monster when I first hooked it. The chunky northern. Oh, win-win. He gets away. I get the fight. Still have the jig. Well, the northerns are awake this morning. Let's find some bass. Kind of coming into the area where I caught my bass. All right, this Thunder Cricket with the Power Stinger HD from Powerbait. Getting us in the game a little bit here. After catching that fish and weighing it, trying to get a picture. Oh, another hit. Fish on. Rolling in like a northern. All right, coming back on the line where we got a couple of bass. Let's do it again. It's kind of pulling the Thunder Cricket through the weeds. It's not choked out, they're just kind of single weeds out there. That can trigger the strike sometimes. All right, Thunder Cricket, 2 more big fish out of ya. 2 big fish. Let's get our 4, then we can think about our 5. All right, a bass, but too small to weigh. Nice to get back on the board. Know that there's some bass over here. Man, going through just a cloud of bait fish. All right, we're getting enough bites. We'll continue with this Thunder Cricket. Hopeful for a bass. There we go. What have we got? Man, the northerns are jumping more than the bass today. Now there's a leader that saved us. It's right across his mouth. And we are out and off. All right, now we're trying the area where we caught the 2 bass with the jig. There we go. All right, we got a bass. Nice little chunk there. That one away. Stick to it. Good fish. Well, we're looking for 15 pounds on this lake for our best. Oh, there we go again. For our best 5. This is number 4. And our total so far is 9.85 pounds. I'm guessing 2.5, but we'll see. 2.27. So for our best 4, we're over 12 pounds. So we could get our goal if we get one more 3-pounder. Nice fish. Can we get that last one to fill out our limit? Sometimes that one takes a while. Hopefully it'll be like when we had the thunder cricket on and we get 2 right in a row. There's a fish. What we got? Oh, we got another bass. All right, we're not gonna measure that guy, or weigh him, I should say, but good sign, another bass. Finishing up the first stop, and I guess you could call it our Grand Rapids tour. Good fishing. I had a goal of 15 pounds with my best 5 bass. Well, we got 4 in the boat and they weighed over 12 pounds. So, getting there. But we got plenty of other places to try. It's time to get into town, go check into the hotel, and then tonight, going to Favorite Lake. But there's something different. Gonna have a special guest with me, so looking forward to that. I'll see you at the next lake.